Hey everyone, welcome back. Today we're diving deep into something that's both cutting edge and a little bit mind-bending. Large language models.
Yeah.
You've probably heard of these.
hmm
They're the brains behind the chatbots that are like popping up everywhere these days.
Yeah, you see them everywhere.
But here's the question that really gets me thinking: Are these systems just spitting out information, or can they actually think?
It's a question that's sparking a lot of debate, in both philosophy and computer science, and the research that you've gathered on chain of thought prompting or CoT. It's right at the heart of it, yeah.
Okay, so let's break this down. From what I've read, CoT isn't just about getting an answer from an AI, right?
Mhm.
It's about understanding the AI's thought process, how it actually arrived at that answer.
That's exactly right. Yeah, it's about making the AI's reasoning transparent. Instead of just giving a direct answer like a traditional search engine, a CoT prompted AI would break the problem down into steps, almost like a human solving an equation.
Like that example in one of the articles where you ask the AI to figure out Sarah's age, knowing her sister Emily is twice the age of their dog Max, who's 5.
Yeah.
Instead of just saying Sarah is 13, the AI would walk through the logic.
hmm
Max is 5, Emily is twice his age, so that's 10. Sarah is 3 years older than Emily, so she must be 13.
It might seem simple, but that shift from direct answers to showing the work, it has a huge impact on how reliable and accurate these large language models can be, especially when dealing with complex reasoning tasks.
So it's not just about getting the right answer. It's about trusting that the AI got there through a logical process.
Exactly.
Which is super important if businesses or even governments are gonna rely on AI for decision making.
Exactly, and that transparency is especially critical in fields like healthcare or finance, where the stakes are high, and understanding the why behind an AI's suggestion is just as important as the suggestion itself.
This is already blowing my mind, but I have to ask, how does this CoT prompting even work? Is there some secret code we need to crack?
It's actually more intuitive than you might think. Imagine you're teaching a student to solve a problem. You wouldn't just give them the answer, right?
Right.
You'd show them worked out examples, guiding them through the steps. CoT prompting works in a similar way.
So it's like the AI is learning from example.
Precisely. Yeah, it's like giving the AI a model to follow. We can provide multiple examples, which is called few-shot CoT prompting, or even just a single example known as one-shot CoT prompting. The AI learns to mimic this step-by-step reasoning.
So the AI is kind of like a student learning how to think by observing how we do it.
That's a great way to put it. And just like with human students, some AIs are quicker learners than others. The research shows that CoT prompting tends to be much more effective with larger, more sophisticated language models.
So size does matter in the world of AI.
It certainly seems that way. The bigger the model, the more data it's been trained on, and the better it's able to grasp and apply these complex reasoning patterns.
Okay, I'm starting to get the big picture here, but I'd love to see how this plays out in the real world. The research you sent over mentions some fascinating applications.
Yeah, one that really stood out to me was using CoT prompting for math word problems.
Yeah.
Something I know many students and adults struggle with. Imagine an AI that can not only solve the problem, but also break down the solution step by step, showing you the equations and logic behind each step.
It would have been a lifesaver back in my school days. No more staring blankly at those word problems, wishing I had a math whiz by my side.
Yeah.
What other cool applications are out there?
Well, think about customer service chatbots.
Yeah.
With CoT, they can handle much more complex requests. Instead of just following a simple script, they can gather information from different sources, analyze it step by step, and come up with solutions that feel truly personalized.
So instead of getting those frustrating canned responses, we could have chatbots that actually feel like they understand our individual needs.
Exactly, and because the chatbot can explain its reasoning, users are more likely to trust its suggestions and feel confident in the solutions it provides. It's about moving beyond simple automation to genuine problem solving.
Okay, we've got math tutoring and super smart chatbots. Anything else that caught your eye?
Another area where CoT is showing a lot of promise is robotics. The ability to break down complex tasks into a logical sequence of steps is essential for robots operating in real world environments.
So instead of just pre-programmed movements, robots could use CoT to figure out how to navigate a cluttered room or even perform a delicate task like assembling a piece of furniture.
Exactly. One of the studies you shared described how a robot using CoT was able to figure out the steps needed to clean up a spilled drink, even reasoning about which tools to use and how to avoid obstacles in its path.
That's that's incredible. It feels like we're on the verge of a future where robots can truly collaborate with us,
Yeah.
understanding our intentions and responding intelligently to dynamic situations.
I think that's a very apt way to describe it, and the potential goes far beyond just household tasks.
Yeah.
Think about robots working in dangerous environments like disaster zones or even exploring other planets.
Right.
CoT could be the key to making these robots more autonomous and adaptable, able to make decisions on the fly and solve problems we haven't even anticipated yet.
Okay, I'm officially on board with the robot revolution, but but let's be real. There have to be some limitations to this COTI magic, right? We can't expect AI to solve every problem under the sun.
You're absolutely right. While CoT is a significant leap forward, it's not a silver bullet. One of the biggest challenges is that it relies on having access to large, powerful language
Of
models.
those smaller, more accessible AI models, they might not be able to handle the complexity of COTI prompting.
Exactly. Smaller models might even perform worse when using CoT. It's a bit of a trade-off. The more powerful the AI, the more effectively it can utilize CoT.
So it sounds like we still have some hurdles to overcome in terms of making this technology more widely available and accessible.
That's definitely an active area of research. Researchers are exploring ways to make cookie prompting more efficient, so that it can be used with smaller models, which could open up a whole new range of applications.
That's exciting to hear. It feels like we're just at the beginning of this COT journey, and there's so much more to discover.
Absolutely, and it's not just about the technology itself. It's about understanding its implications and shaping its development in a way that benefits humanity.
Well said. This has been an incredible first look at COT prompting, but I'm already itching to dive deeper.
I'm with you there. The more we explore, the more fascinating it becomes.
I think our listeners are ready for a deeper dive as well. But before we move on, I want to leave everyone with a thought. If CoT is helping AI think more like humans, does that change how we view intelligence itself? Something to ponder as we continue our exploration.
It's a question that philosophers have been, grappling with for centuries. What does it mean to be intelligent? And now with AI becoming more sophisticated, it's not just a theoretical question
You know,
anymore.
it's like AI is forcing us to confront our own definition of intelligence. If a machine can reason, learn, and solve problems, does that make it intelligent in the same way a human is?
One of the research papers you shared, it dives into this very question.
Yeah.
It talks about the concept of foundational capabilities in AI, suggesting that as AI systems develop more advanced reasoning and problem solving skills, they start to challenge our traditional understanding of intelligence.
So we can't just look at intelligence as something unique to humans anymore.
Right.
We need to broaden our definition to include these these incredibly capable machines.
It's certainly a possibility, and as AI continues to evolve, we might need to rethink what it means for a system to be intelligent, whether it's biological or artificial.
That's a pretty profound shift in perspective, but it makes sense, especially with the advancements we're seeing in CoTI. We're teaching AI to think more like us, but in the process, are we also learning to think more like AI?
It's an interesting question. As we interact with these systems and learn to communicate with them effectively, are we subtly changing the way we think and approach problems? It's something to consider.
It definitely is. It's like a two-way street. We're shaping AI, but AI is also shaping us.
I think that's a very insightful observation. And as we continue to develop more sophisticated AI, it's important to be mindful of this interplay and how it might impact our own cognitive processes.
Okay, mind officially blown. But let's shift gears a bit and talk about some of the other exciting applications of COT. We've touched on education, robotics, and customer service, but I'm sure there are tons of other fields where this technology could have a huge impact.
Absolutely. One area that immediately comes to mind is finance.
Okay.
Imagine a COTI-powered AI that can analyze complex financial data, identify potential risks and opportunities, and even generate personalized investment recommendations.
Whoa, hold on. Is my financial advisor about to be replaced by a robot?
Not necessarily, but AI can definitely augment human expertise in these fields by handling the data-heavy tasks. AI can free up human analysts to focus on higher level strategic thinking and client interactions.
Okay, that makes me feel a bit better. It's about collaboration, not replacement.
Yeah.
So instead of fearing AI, we should see it as a powerful tool that can help us do our jobs better.
Exactly, and that collaborative potential it extends to so many other fields. For example, in healthcare, CoT-powered AI could help doctors diagnose diseases more accurately, personalize treatment plans, and even assist with drug discovery.
Well, that's really exciting, especially if it can help improve patient outcomes. AI analyzing medical images, sifting through research data, and suggesting potential diagnoses. It's like having a super intelligent medical consultant by your side.
And because the AI can explain its reasoning, doctors can have more confidence in the suggestions and make more informed decisions. It's about empowering healthcare professionals with the best possible information.
This is starting to feel like a sci-fi movie, but in a good way.
Yeah.
It seems like there's no limit to what CoT-powered AI could achieve. But let's be realistic for a second. There must be some challenges, right? We can't expect AI to solve every problem under the sun.
You're absolutely right. While the potential is enormous, there are definitely challenges. One of the biggest is what researchers call hallucination.
Hallucination.
Yeah.
Like AI seeing ghosts.
Not quite. It means that sometimes AI systems can generate outputs that sound very plausible, but are actually factually incorrect or illogical.
So it's like the AI is making stuff up, even though it sounds very convincing.
Exactly. It's a known issue with large language models. They're trained on massive amounts of data, but they don't always understand the underlying meaning or context. So they can string words together in a way that sounds grammatically correct and even persuasive, but the information might be completely off base.
That's a bit unsettling, especially if we're relying on these systems for important decisions. How do we prevent AI from leading us astray with these hallucinations?
That's where human oversight is critical. We need to develop methods to detect and mitigate these hallucinations to ensure that the AI's output is accurate and reliable. It's about striking a balance between the AI's creativity and its ability to adhere to facts and logic.
It sounds like we need to teach AI to be a bit more discerning, to double check its work and make sure it's not just making things up.
Yeah. Exactly, and that's why ongoing research in this area is so important. Researchers are developing techniques to make AI systems more robust and less prone to these kinds of errors.
So it's like we're still in the early stages of training these AI systems, teaching them to be more reliable and trustworthy.
That's a great way to put it. And just like with human students, it takes time and effort to develop these critical thinking skills.
Okay, so we've got this challenge of hallucination. Anything else we need to be aware of?
Another key challenge is the need for high quality training data. Remember, we talked about how CoT relies on providing the AI with examples of step-by-step reasoning. Well, the quality and quantity of those examples have a huge impact on how well the AI learns.
So if we want AI to think clearly and logically, we need to feed it a healthy diet of well-structured logical examples.
That's a great analogy, and finding or creating that kind of data can be time consuming and expensive. It's one of the bottlenecks in the development of more advanced CoT powered AI.
It's like we're back in school again, meticulously writing out every step of our thought process so the AI can learn from our example. But I guess it's a necessary step if we want to create truly intelligent and reliable AI systems.
It's an investment that will pay off in the long run. As we develop better methods for training these systems, will unlock even more powerful and beneficial applications of CoT.
Okay, so we've talked about the promise of CoT, the challenges, and the potential impact on various fields. But I'm curious, what does all this mean for us as individuals? How might CoT prompting affect our everyday lives?
That's a great question, and it's one that researchers are actively exploring. One of the sources, a YouTube video, it discussed the potential of using CoT to create more personalized and helpful AI assistants.
You mean like a supercharged Siri or Alexa that can actually understand what I'm asking and help me with complex tasks?
Exactly. Imagine an AI assistant that can help you plan a trip, write a creative story, or even debug a piece of code, all by understanding your intent and breaking down the task into manageable steps.
That would be amazing. It's like having a personal AI tutor or assistant at your fingertips, ready to help you with anything you need.
And the applications, they go far beyond just personal tasks. Think about how code could be used in online learning platforms to provide personalized feedback and guidance to students.
So instead of those generic automated responses, we could have AI tutors that actually understand our individual learning needs and help us succeed. That's a game changer for online education. But what about the other side of this technology? Could code be used for things that aren't so beneficial?
That's an important question. Just like with any powerful tool, Code 2 prompting can be used for both good and bad purposes. It's crucial to be aware of the potential risks and to develop safeguards to prevent misuse.
So it's about making sure that this technology is used responsibly and ethically to benefit society as a whole.
Precisely, and that requires ongoing dialogue and collaboration between researchers, policymakers, and the public. We need to ensure that AI development is guided by ethical principles, and that we're all aware of the potential impact of this technology on our lives.
It's a lot to think about, but I think it's clear that that CoT prompting has the potential to revolutionize the way we interact with AI and how AI impacts our world.
And it's just the beginning. As research in this area continues, we can expect even more innovative applications and breakthroughs.
So we're all in for a wild ride. Now, before we move on to the final part of our deep dive, I want to touch on one more thing that really struck me from the research.
What's up?
The sheer speed at which this field is evolving. It seems like every week there's a new research paper, or a new application of CoT prompting. It's a bit overwhelming, to be honest.
I completely agree. It's a rapidly evolving field, and that can be both exciting and challenging. It's like trying to drink from a fire hose of information.
It feels like we're on the cusp of something truly revolutionary, and I have a feeling that CoT prompting is going to be a key part of that revolution.
It'll be interesting to see where it goes next.
Definitely. Now let's dive into the final part of our deep dive and explore some of the cutting edge developments in CoT prompting. There's a whole new world of techniques and possibilities waiting to be discovered. All right, we're back for the final part of our deep dive into chain of thought prompting. We've covered a lot of ground, from the basics of how CoT works to its potential impact on everything from education to finance. But the research you gave me, it hinted that things are moving even faster than we thought, with new techniques popping up all the time.
That's the exciting thing about AI research. It's constantly evolving, and one of the areas that's really pushing the boundaries is the development of new types of prompting, building on the foundation of CoT.
Yeah. Yeah, several of the articles mentioned some pretty wild stuff, like tree of thought and Meiuetic prompting. They almost sound like philosophical concepts.
Well, they're actually rooted in some very deep ideas about how we think and reason. Let's start with tree of thought. Remember how we talked about CoT as guiding the AI to think step by step.
Yeah, it's like showing the AI how to solve a problem by breaking it down into a logical sequence of steps, right?
Exactly. Well, tree of thought. It takes that a step further by allowing the AI to explore multiple possible reasoning paths, not just a single linear chain.
So instead of just following one path to the solution, the AI is considering different options, like branching out in different directions.
That's a great way to visualize it. It's like the AI is brainstorming, exploring different approaches to the problem, and evaluating which one is most likely to lead to the best outcome.
So it's a more flexible and strategic way of thinking. Instead of just following a set path, the AI can adapt and change course based on the information it gathers along the way.
Exactly, and that makes it particularly well suited for complex problems where there isn't a single clear solution.
I can see how that would be super valuable in fields like game playing or even scientific research. The AI could explore different hypotheses, test them out, and refine its approach based on the results. It's like having an AI research assistant.
That's a great analogy, and the research is already showing promising results. One of the papers you shared described how a tree of thought powered AI was able to outperform traditional AI systems in a complex strategy game.
Okay, so Tree of Thought is all about strategic thinking and exploring multiple options. What about this Meiuetic prompting? That name is pretty intriguing. What's the story there?
This one is fascinating. It's actually inspired by the Socratic method of teaching, where the teacher uses a series of questions to guide the student to discover the truth for themselves.
So instead of giving the AI direct instructions, we're encouraging it to ask its own questions and to think critically about the information's processing it.
Precisely. The idea is to promote self-reflection and critical thinking in AI systems by forcing the AI to justify its reasoning, to explain why it arrived at a particular conclusion. We can gain a better understanding of its thought process and identify potential biases or flaws in its logic.
That's pretty mind-blowing. It's like we're teaching AI to be more self-aware, to question its own assumptions and to strive for deeper understanding.
And the implications of that are profound. Imagine AI systems that are not only capable of learning and problem solving, but also of explaining their reasoning in a way that is transparent and understandable to humans.
That would completely change the way we interact with AI. Instead of just trusting or distrusting the AI's output, we can engage in a meaningful dialogue, understanding the why behind its decisions and learning from its insights. So it's like a true collaboration between humans and machines.
I couldn't have said it better myself, and that's the ultimate goal of all this research to create AI systems that are not just tools, but true partners in our quest for knowledge and understanding.
Okay, I'm officially blown away by the possibilities here, but let's come back down to Earth for a second. These techniques, they sound incredibly advanced. Are they actually being used in any real world applications yet, or are they still in the realm of research labs?
They're still relatively new, but the research is moving incredibly fast, and we're already starting to see glimpses of how they could be applied in the real world. One of the blog posts you shared highlighted how Tree of Thought could be used to improve the accuracy and explainability of AI systems in fields like healthcare and finance.
I can see how that would be crucial if a doctor is using an AI system to help diagnose a patient. They need to understand the reasoning behind the AI suggestions, not just blindly trust its output. And the same goes for financial advisors using AI to make investment decisions.
Absolutely, and Tree of Thought provides that level of transparency by showing the different reasoning paths the AI explored before arriving at its conclusion. It's not just about getting the right answer. It's about understanding the why behind the answer, which is essential for building trust and confidence in these systems.
This is all incredibly fascinating, but it also feels like we're just scratching the surface. What other cool new techniques are on the horizon?
One that caught my eye is called directional stimulus prompting.
Directional stimulus. That sounds like a term I'd hear in a physics class.
It's actually more intuitive than it sounds. It's about providing the AI with specific hints or cues within the prompt to guide it towards a desired output.
So it's like giving the AI a gentle nudge in the right direction, helping it focus on specific aspects of the problem or generate responses that are tailored to a particular context.
Exactly. It's like we're learning to speak the AI's language, figuring out the best way to communicate our intentions and guide its reasoning.
It's like we're becoming AI whisperers, using these prompts to shape the AI's output and guide it toward the outcomes we desire.
That's a great way to think about it, and it highlights the growing importance of prompt engineering as a skill in the world of AI. As these language models become more powerful and versatile, our ability to communicate with them effectively will become even more crucial.
It's like we're the conductors of an AI orchestra, using these prompts to guide the performance and shape the music that emerges.
I love that analogy. And just like a skilled conductor needs to understand the nuances of each instrument, a good prompt engineer needs to understand the capabilities and limitations of the AI models they're working with.
Okay, so we've got tree of thought, Meiuetic prompting, directional stimulus prompting. It's like a whole new world of AI communication is opening up. But where is all this headed? What does the future hold for CoT and these other incredible techniques?
One trend that's becoming increasingly clear is the rise of personalized AI. As these techniques become more sophisticated, they'll allow us to create AI systems that are tailored to our individual needs and preferences.
So it's like we're moving away from a one size fits all approach to AI and towards a more customized experience where the AI adapts to our unique learning styles, work habits, and even our personalities.
Exactly. Imagine having an AI assistant that understands your learning style, your work habits, even your sense of humor. It could provide you with personalized recommendations, feedback, and support, helping you learn, work, and create more effectively.
That would be incredible. It's like having an AI companion that understands you on a deeper level and can help you achieve your full potential.
And the implications go far beyond just personal productivity. Think about personalized education, where AI tutors can adapt to each student's individual learning needs and provide tailored guidance and support, or personalized healthcare, where AI systems can help doctors develop treatment plans that are specifically designed for each patient's unique circumstances.
It's like AI is becoming more human centric, focused on helping us live better, healthier, more fulfilling lives. It's an exciting vision of the future.
And cuss prompting will play a key role in making that vision a reality by enabling us to communicate with AI systems more effectively and to guide their reasoning in a more transparent and understandable way. CoST is paving the way for a future where humans and AI can truly collaborate and co-create.
This has been an incredible journey of discovery. But before we wrap up, I want to leave our listeners with one final thought to ponder. We've talked a lot about how AI is becoming more like us, learning to think and reason in ways that resemble human cognition. But what if in the process we're also learning to think more like AI as we interact with these systems, learning to communicate with them and understand their logic? Are we subtly changing the way we think and approach problems ourselves?
That's a fascinating question. It suggests that the relationship between humans and AI is not a one-way street, but a dynamic interplay where each is shaping and influencing the other. It's a thought-provoking idea to consider as we continue to explore the ever-evolving landscape of artificial intelligence.
It definitely is, and it makes me wonder if ultimately the real revolution won't be AI becoming more human, but humans and AI evolving together, shaping each other's thoughts and actions in ways we can't even imagine yet. It's a future full of both possibilities and challenges. But one thing is for sure, it's going to be an incredible journey. Thanks for joining us on this deep dive into the world of chain of thought prompting. We'll catch you next time on the deep dive.